It's another beautiful day to be a Raider. Draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line, this is the Raider Reaction, featuring the Raider Nation Report, with yours truly, the Commish. And what we typically like to do after a win on the Raider Nation Report is relive the victory, break it down, and digest the previous week before we get into the current news and the upcoming week, which obviously there's a lot of news. So please, we're going to go right back into the Hardcore Challenge Live Studios as soon as we are done with this segment of the show. So please stick around. But right now, we're going to get into the full condensed game. Donkeys, Raiders. And again, Marshawn come out and had a solid game for the second game in a row.
Tackle Marshawn. He'll tag you when you try and tackle him. Broncos stay in their base, and that pass is overthrown to the tight end Cook with coverage by Simmons.
Too much pitter-pat feet for Carr. He's floating passes.
Got away from him that time, looking for Roberts.
Too much pitter-pat feet for Carr.
Number 3 in net, number 3 in gross, and deep back is Jordan Taylor. Wind is minimal right now, and Taylor back at his 12. Telefonwu will bring him down.
Share it up, Raider Nation. Share it up.
Of the Oakland Raiders. With that offset eye on first and 10, C.J. Anderson. And he takes it into the grasp of Corey James with a gain of 4 on the play. Janovich was back there to block. He takes it up the middle. Just not a whole lot there with the stop made by Vander.
Again, our defense had a very solid game. A solid game from our D.
There's a block at the left tackle. Lynch,
right there.
Intended receiver Benny Fowler.
He got behind him, and that was an overthrow.
Here is Richard, who's back for the Raiders, and down the sideline it went and knocked out inside the 30-yard line someplace.
Now come on, Josh, don't be coming up in here and being the spoiler now.
In motion. Lynch gets the call. And is brought down on the play. More Lynch. We've seen a lot.
More beast mode. I like beast mode is starting to get in his groove, man. And then all hell broke loose.
Personal foul unnecessary.
All hell broke loose.
Defense and personal foul number 15 offense.
And we all seen all that, so we're not going to watch all that. You can go watch it anywhere on the damn internet in about 1 million places. So
just can't do it. Offense.
And obviously, I can't hold that news if you hadn't heard it till the second part of the show. But the suspension has been dropped to 1 game for both.
It'll be 3rd down.
For the Denver Broncos are out right now.
Although I think Khalid could have stayed at 2 since he's a repeat offender in my opinion. There was a nice throw. Nice strike to Roberts. We hope to see a lot of that this weekend as Coop and Crab are going to be out and unavailable. Coop is looking like, with the sprained ankle coupled with the concussion protocol, that he is not going to play this weekend.
Here's Lynch cutting well inside, and Stewart will get him from the side and out to the 44. Rich with a gain of 8. Lynch with dance, and Simmons holding on for dear life. Second leading tackler brings him
I
down.
like
They
it.
lose
What's
2.
up, Carmine? I like that they're feeding the beast, man. You got to get Marshawn touches to get him in his groove, because he can impose will in the second half of games.
He's at the 23, hang of 4-2-8, and a new series 1st and 10 after punting the first time they had it. Take to C.J. Anderson, Paxton Lynch, Janovich the fullback, and Smith makes the stop near the 45, catch and run at 20, first down, Denver.
Holding, number 72, offense.
Backs themselves up.
The rookie out of Utah, Bowles. First and 20. There's just not a whole lot there for Anderson. He can make some subtle adjustments along the way. 5 in the secondary on this.
They just could not get anything going with Paxton Lynch in there. They tried to get him a running game going to help him out, but that didn't work.
A couple weeks. Still the nickel. 3rd and 12. They need the 34. Paxton Lynch dumps it off to Charles.
And that one, throw it at your goddamn guy's feet, man. What are you hanging him out there to dry for?
Got a block by McGill and then brought down by Fowler. Pro Bowl quarterback and Derek Carr. It is 1st and 10. Screen pass, Lynch. Look at Pecco running from behind the 11-year player.
Trying to get it to Lynch. They're trying to do everything they can to get him going.
Shane Ray.
That was a big play right there.
Gotsis is in
Big
that
play.
position right now. Here comes Lynch and Miller with a nice stop. Second down, 11. Here comes Lynch. You wanted to see Lynch. Lynch you're seeing a lot of him. He gets by Marshall and put down by Chris Harris. And no Jalid now ejected along with Crabtree earlier on 3rd and 13. They need the 29. Carr will go down. Shelby Harris.
I don't understand what is up with. We are getting so many guys are getting to our quarterback. Like, just pushes him out of the way and comes right back. He's not even able to step up in the pocket and have the clean pocket to step and throw. I mean, that's part of the reason he's got the freaking pitter-pat feet, which you see constantly this whole game. He just never really steps and fires. He's constantly moving his feet and feet unsure in the pocket, which affects his accuracy, ultimately.
Booker remains 2nd down and 6. This is what he can do so well, yeah.
Yeah, he should have kept running because he didn't throw for shit.
Poor man. I think we need to see more of his body of work. Let me put it that way. But look at him.
What's up, Joseph? What's up, Joseph and Joseph? What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me on the Raider Nation Report Tuesday night, as we do every Tuesday on Raider Reaction. So stick around for the next segment after we go through the condensed game. We will get into all the current news and break down and get ready for the Giants. Batted by the Mack truck.
They blow that dead in mid-motion.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
What you've done for the first 10 games of the season, you can make subtle changes.
What's up, Glenn?
5 defensive backs, 3rd and 12. It's by Mack on the
See,
run. Needs the 32.
he was much more successful running.
At about the 29 and a scramble of 8. Flag has been thrown.
Holding, number 73, offense. That penalty is declined.
Denver's offense was just atrocious.
Ingram and Bolton. Gets into clock. Wow, just about blocked there by Eric Harris.
Close to getting the block.
Waves it off.
Our defense looked improved, Drew, after one game. You know, really all we have to judge on, but we did bring more pressure. There were some stunts.
With not much there, maybe a yard. Let's put him at the 29.
I saw blitzes that we typically weren't seeing at points of the game.
Second down. Oh, it's a fumble and it's picked up.
See, again, why are guys this? They're not giving him the time he needs back there, which is causing him to be unsure. It's causing him to get the pitter-pat feet in the freaking pockets.
First down.
You see Shaq Barrett. That's a great look and rush, and then he has the smarts to fall down on the football. That's a big turnover for an offense.
But Drew, if you look at the stats, we held them to a nice low number in passing, in rushing, and all of the key categories. We were successful on defense this last week. So,
And covered well that time by Morrow and Joseph.
after 1 week, and it's only 1 week, yes, I saw improvement.
The matchup he wants, touchdown!
And then, just as I say that, look what we
Morrow,
get.
the linebacker, and that's the matchup they were looking for. Barrett's strip sack, keys
But
to the Broncos.
What a great play right here.
He's going to get screened, and then
He gets beat, and this was a tough route to cover, man. This was a tough. If you watch this route, he's hitting out of the backfield, and he's already running on a good clip. He had to make up ground. He did get him down, and then that's why you never give up, man. Because look at what happens. Look at what happens. Because he kept battling and got there. Look what's going to happen.
Second down and goal. Janice, the fullback, a fake. Lynch, after chases, and look out! It's in.
Bam! The monkey's off the back.
Bowman on the ground, and look what he found. Of no interceptions has come to a close for Oakland, it would appear.
Dangerous throw.
Marty, I agree. That's what I'm saying. After 1 week, the small sample that we have to look at, was it improved? Yes. We even just got an interception.
The safety tips it as well. Reggie Nelson, right into the way.
All major defensive categories, we looked good.
On a second down and 5, Washington. Big hole. Nice block by Smith, the tight end.
Too much to overcome.
Nice run. I mean, I love all three of our running backs, but we went and got Marshawn for a damn reason, and he's got to get his touches if we want him to be successful.
Second down 8 with time for a
Bam, that was a nice throw. Now Lynch here, he's still fighting. They're still fighting. That pile is still moving.
And others, he says, I'm still on my feet. Don't blow that whistle.
I just want to try and work the middle of the field. Really,
I agree on this one. I do agree. They were moving. I mean, the linemen had him. They were pushing the pile.
You try and tackle Marshawn Lynch.
Washington in, first and 10. And he takes it inside the 40-yard line before Pecco and others are there. There's Oakland. Harris says he's got the ball, and flags all over the place. And
I think they're going to call forward progress.
gain of 4 to the 39.
Listen, donkey boy, you ain't get the ball.
Personal foul, face mask, number 50. Defense, 15 on
Yeah, but we'll take that 15. Thank you.
He's done the same. And now they rely on their second-year signal caller, Paxton Lynch.
Richard was in, blocked by Cook, first and 10. Down
Nice throw right there. Big play by Lee Smith, man. I'm a personal Lee Smith fan. I think he's a friggin' Raider. How else do I put it, man? He's a Raider.
Brought down by Darian Stewart, down to about the 4.
Nice run there by Richard.
Undrafted out of Southern Miss, gain of 8 on the play. Second and 2. Lynch. And a flag, Gotsis, among a couple others in there.
Prior to the snap. False start, number 73, offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Carr to the end zone.
AC/DC, touchdown, Raiders. Unfortunately, this was all the stats Amari was going to get, as he only got me 7 in fantasy. Got me the touchdown and the points for the catch. That was about it. Because, unfortunately, as we know what happened to him. Now, Amari is in concussion protocol, and he has an ankle sprain. So the chances that he plays this week are very, very slim. He's not officially ruled out. But I'm telling you right now, I do not expect to see either of our, obviously, Crabs suspended. But I don't expect to see Cook this week either. You're going to see, it's going to be Roberts, Patterson, and Holton. The trio.
It's a learning experience for the young quarterback.
Third down and 5. Oh, they come up the middle.
Bam!
Sack right there by Autry.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Tell me what our defense didn't look improved.
He's just fighting with the right guard, and quarterback holds it a little bit too long.
Here comes Riley Dixon to punt again for the Denver Broncos. They've lost 6 straight coming in.
Not a good punt.
Against this Raider team. And dancing right there.
Not a good punt.
With Lynch, first and 10. Penn with the block. On the move. And off to Roberts.
To Phil Rivers.
Lynch, 2nd and 4, blocked by the tight end Lee Smith. Lynch
Driving.
never stop, do they? Never stop going. And 1st and 10.
We'd like to see.
Richard up the middle.
See, we've been starting the last 2 games. We've really got the running game going.
Running back by committee approach. You look at.
We've really got the running game going. Because if you think about it, in the Patriots game, Marshawn Lynch was averaging 6.1 yards a rush at the half and about 61 yards. We were moving the ball, but the problem is when they come out with the ball after half and then score, and we're pretty much down 24 to freaking nothing, what are you going to do? They had to abandon the run, so they never went back to it. But if we can stick with it like we've shown in this game, if we can stick with it, we can have success. Let's set up the play action. And here it was right here.
Receiver. Cooper is prone. Big hit on the play, and that is not good.
No, you got hit right in the head.
Yep, look at.
It wasn't a great throw from Derek Carr. It led him into a head-on collision with the safety. You know, I don't think that's a penalty. I mean, how can you call that penalty?
Roughness, number 26.
How can you call that on Stewart? He gets hit in the side of the back.
With the penalty, 1st and 10 from the 11.
Just a bad hit.
Dancing, driving, breaking.
Oh man, that if he didn't just lose a little bit of equilibrium there on that jump cut, that was touchdown city. And this was still almost a great catch by Patterson. At first, I didn't think it touched the ground, but on the replay, obviously it did.
Pass interference, number 27, defense. Occurred in the end zone. 1st down at the 1-yard line.
A couple times.
Carr and to the end zone. Caught by Cook. Simmons.
I thought this was a touchdown, and I think I spit my beer halfway across the bar that I was watching this with, the booster club I was with. It was you can't you don't know what the hell a catch is anymore. The way they're skewing the rules anymore in the NFL, you don't know what you see. You don't know if it's really what you see anymore. It's like smoke and mirrors. Beast mode. Touchdown.
Lynch is in the end zone for the 5th time.
Beast mode cleaned up and got me some fancy points.
Let him do the rest.
Tavecchio. 14-0 the Raiders. If they go
DeGiorgio.
They'll be within a game of.
And I'm sure, as you've all heard, we may be rocking with DeGiorgio for a while. It ain't delivery, baby. It's DeGiorgio.
We have the 1st and 10. Anderson to the backfield to the sideline, and he one-hops his receiver. That is Emmanuel Sanders.
Because Janikowski is shelved for the season.
2nd down and 10. Paxton Lynch going deep.
Which really throws up question marks about Jano and his. Ooh, there we go.
Hit by Autry.
Paxton Lynch.
By Irvin, who made
the tears are building.
You see Irvin, he gets up the field, Mack gets up the field, and then you got the defensive tackles then waiting back up inside.
And Mack had only had 1 in the last 6 weeks. Andy Dixon.
Oh, good punt.
Waving it off is Richard. Inside the 40.
Oh, he needs a lot of work, Bob. I completely agree.
2:19 on the clock and a timeout.
Washington
he gets things going, and then a couple plays, and you're like, what the hell, man? It's just like he reverses back, regresses back.
He's got DeAndre Washington.
Michael Crabtree, his top 2 receivers.
Here's Washington. I stick right there by Will Parks. Penn with a good block. And almost picked off. It's 10 more than they allowed all of last season. 3rd and 9. A lot of pressure. Dumps it off.
Oh, man, if he could have broke that one tackle there.
3 and 7. King trying to get it inside the 20. Looks to be close. Taylor is back there and caught by Patterson. Marooning him at the 1.
Beautiful.
Great concentration there.
Beautiful.
And he's down.
The guy's a special team gem, man. He's so close to breaking one.
Crabtree, his top receiver, and Amari Cooper, who was injured in the 1st quarter.
That's out of the end zone. Remember, Denver won the toss. They deferred to make the starting quarterback with Hooper in motion out of the backfield in a 1st and 10. And Lynch outside, caught by Booker.
Is this kid the long-term answer quarterback, or are we in the quarterback market in 2018?
Booker on 2nd and 7.
So far this season for the Broncos.
3rd down and 8. And they get the first down. Emmanuel Sanders hit by Joseph. They get the first, capturing yardage to the 37. Knocked away, it's loose. Vacuumed in by Paxton Lynch. He gets back up.
He tries to run with it. Dude, just fall on the damn ball. Fall on the ball.
2nd down, 14, Booker.
You're going to get your damn self killed. You don't belong out here.
He struggled with throwing the football.
Nickel secondary, 3rd and 12. Look out, here they come again, Autry. Coming through second.
They are taking Paxton Lynch's lunch money and beating him with his own lunchbox. That's what. This is like a straight bully job at this point. And they're about to make him cry.
Among a couple, Parks.
On a Thursday night game.
Lynch on 1st and 10. And Shaq Barrett. He'll climb on his back, bring him down, gain of 2 to the 36.
False start there on Von Miller.
Simmons will make the stop on Lynch on that 2nd down and 8. His progress got him to about the 36.
Offside, number 58.
If you're just joining us, I'm the Commish. This is the Raider Reaction, featuring the Raider Nation Report with yours truly. After this, we will jump back into the studio and rip into all of the headlines.
Not letting go, to his credit,
And
Davis.
get ready for the Giants matchup.
1st and 10. Patterson, jet sweep. Cordero Patterson. Looking to work down that side.
As there's obviously been some headlines on that front today.
Holding number 16, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's still 1st down.
1st and 10. And across the middle they go. It's caught there by Johnny Holton out of Cincinnati.
You're going to see a lot of Johnny Holton this week. I do not expect to see Coop, and we know Crab is out.
9. The long 9. Lynch gets the call here. They roll him up. Kerr, Davis, Raiders and Bronco players distributing meals, handing out Thanksgiving turkeys. 3rd down and 10 after the timeout. Going deep. He's got him. He's got Holton inside the 10.
Johnny Holton.
Stewart makes the stop.
He's good for that deep ball. The vertical game.
By Derek Carr. 1st and goal.
You see the safety gets so wide. Stewart has a difficult time making it up, and you look
Al
at
Davis is smiling.
Help over the top from Stewart.
1st and goal. Richard in the backfield. Blocked by Penn. To the end zone. Touchdown. Richard, the
Touchdown.
running back.
Raiders. Now,
That's where they want to go. They want to attack the safety.
I don't want to pat myself on the back, but
Playing zone coverage. Parks gets
if I ever make a proclamation or prediction and I'm off and wrong, everybody loves to shove it up your ass. So when I'm right, or really damn close to right, on my score prediction, now I predicted last week, I was put on the spot and somebody said, give me your score, and I thought about it long and hard, and I came up with my prediction. My score was Raiders win.
On the kickoff.
21-13. So I was pretty damn close.
Here comes Booker from the 1 and brought down hard. Charles in the backfield. Paxton Lynch the handoff. And he'll push a pile and keep his legs.
I thought it would be a touchdown and 2 field goals. I was off. It was 2 touchdowns. I was off by a point.
Nice catch made. Knocked out by Smith is Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, we have the speed lines. We should be really stretching the field a little more. But the thing is, you don't get those opportunities unless you're freaking collecting first downs and moving chains. Because that's been the problem, is we can't continue to get first downs and move the chains. That is our biggest problem.
And they will punt.
We need to be able to sustain drives. Then we can do some more things.
We'll send this deep.
Helps establishing the run. Helps set up the play action. When you get run, pass, punt every freaking time, it's hard to establish shit.
2nd down and 7. Von Miller's going to grab a hold of Lynch as he takes it past the 40 to the 43.
Getting hurt.
What a nice sticking back of the line of scrimmage. That's number 3 in both categories in the league. With heavy air here, gets a rocket up that Taylor will back up and catch at the 6.
Mike McCoy replaced him with quarterback coach Bill Musgrave.
Simeon incomplete, no one home. Certainly not with the first team, right?
No.
Second down 10.
Now, how are you going to let Simeon come in here and start and allow him to get 2 touchdowns on you?
Third down 10.
When you have just been feasting on the other quarterback, you can't allow the backup to come in and get action on you.
Last tackle read it well.
I was disappointed by the way we finished the game on the defensive side of the ball. But through 3 quarters, they played phenomenal. And there come the tears. Oh, there's no crying in football, goddammit. What the hell?
Lynch on 1st and 10 with the fake and to the sideline. That one is caught by Patterson right in front of Roby. Picks up 12. First down.
I like how they move the pocket a little bit. Don't allow Von Miller to be an issue. Move the pocket around a little bit. Jump the ball quick.
I like that. I like the moving. I like moving Carr around in the pocket. I think they should do a little more of that. Captain and I talked about that in the our halftime show on Sunday, and I completely agree that moving him around a little bit in the pocket it can help get him moving and get guys moving in space.
10-yard penalty. Still second
Well,
down.
the guy we thought threw the good block, Smith, is
I just think if he's having a little cold stretch, shake it up for him a little bit. Give him a chance to move around. Not have the fear of getting hit.
Center trying to pull him through, and Davis will stop it.
Because if he's feeling unsure in the pocket, roll him out a little bit. Help him get the confidence that day.
3rd and 12. Richard with the block out there from Roberts. And hanging on for dear life is Chris Harris out of Kansas.
But their backup quarterback, Trevor Simeon.
3 of King's 5 punts have been inside the 20 today.
Marquette King absolutely killed it, man. He murdered it.
Down to the 7, hang a 4-4.
Dropped another one. 4 of his punts were inside the 20. And we didn't punt that much. Marquette King is the real freaking deal. I mean, when we got rid of Shane Leckler, I was like, wow, how? How do you get rid of him? And then along comes Marquette King. That's how you get rid of him, is when you know you got Marquette King hanging in the wings.
To make plays.
That's only the 4th first down for Denver today. Simeon on 1st and 10. On the move, needs the 33, chased by Nelson, brought down. You saw a picture of Brock Osweiler on that sideline, inactive today, 2nd down and 6. Blitz is on by Smith. That means he's wide open. That's Traylor. He is a big rascal with that tight end, and he takes it down the sideline. Nelson brings him down. It's a 33-yard catch and run after being waived, watching A.J. Derby leave the roster.
He was wide open. They turned him loose. They blow a coverage on the back end. You see Nelson over there. That's a poor tackle. They bring the corner, Sean Smith.
The Traylor was signed off the practice squad back on the 18th of November. 1st and 10. Booker.
What's up, NorCal?
You just want to go out there, cut it loose, and have some fun.
2nd down and 7. Simeon with a little rhythm right now. Fowler's got it. He's brought down by Carey inside the 30 at the 28. That's a pickup of 8.
See, we let Simeon start to get in the rhythm and start to look like something. You know, don't give these donkeys anything to hang their hat on. I so want to skunk these bastards.
6-yard line, pickup of 3.
They did play better, Joseph. As a whole, the defense did. If you go look at the stats, you look at the passing yards allowed, the rushing yards allowed, turnovers. I mean, all the major categories, defensive categories, we played well. We played well. We got sacks. What's up? What's up, Danso? I mean, all the major categories, they did better. Yes, it was a soft opponent. Obviously. Oh man.
He beat Carey.
And that was not bad defense.
First touchdown reception.
Not bad defense.
Over C.J. Carey.
So they burst the shutout. They get a
T.J. Carey, who's been really our best corner this season thus far. He's not had a terrible year. It's
Offside kick and picked up and caught well by McGill. Keith McGill. Hans team was up there.
Trying for the onside kick. Yeah, hopefully we won't get caught on that again.
Nice job not retreating too far. He's going to watch the football the entire way. McGill goes up and attacks it, high points it.
The first place, and there's Lynch.
What's up, Neil? What's up, everybody? I am the Commish. Thanks for joining me on Raider Reaction Tuesday, as we do every Tuesday. It's the Raider Nation Report. We'll break down the first part of the show. Will be the breakdown of last week's game, and then we will get into all the news here in a minute in studio. Marshawn, big catch and run. Beast mode.
What a day Lynch is at. This is the Lynch they've been open for to the 23 of Denver. It is a catch.
So please stay tuned at the end of this condensed version of Sunday's game, and we will come into the studio to get to the rest of the Raider Nation Report.
You've got an athletic center
to the end of the hour.
He gets out in front. He gets a block.
Patterson had a block.
So we got a lot to talk about regarding this Giants matchup. That's for damn sure. Some serious headlines taking place today.
It's not like he's rushed for 100 yards. It's just 55 yards. But it's the constant pounding. It's the wear and tear.
I agree. That's what I've been saying. It's not so much the yards. It's the impact of beast mode. I agree. That's what I've been saying for freaking weeks. That I don't expect him to have a huge bunch of yards at the end. But if he has the impact
5-yard penalty
when he's in there.
Still first down.
Wolf and Pecco on the line. First and 15. Cook dropped it. Coverage by Roby. Second and 15. Lynch with the slick. The flag. The tackle. And that made by Shane Ray at about the 17. 3-yard gain.
Illegal formation. Number 73 was uncovered on the end of the line. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Starting right tackle, Marshall Newhouse.
Denver has elected to decline the penalty. It'll be third down.
By the Broncos after the 25-yard touchdown pass by Simmons. Third and 15. Washington was in. They're going for Cook.
Just didn't give him enough field, or he didn't give himself enough field for the fade pattern.
Here by Giorgio Tavecchio.
Boy, he has been solid since taking over for Oops.
What'd you just say?
He was solid since taking over for
Jinxed us, Gannon, you bastard. He was my fantasy kicker too, you son of a bitch. Why are you always talking shit about the Raiders? Why? I even like you, Gannon. You're always talking shit about the Raiders.
Simeon moves up, needs the 35, and hits the deck at the 30. 4-down territory, Rich. You got it. On the quick slant, caught by Outwise with both hands. A tough one right there, and he's brought down by Morrow. 6-yard pickup, 5 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons for him. Houston's in Simeon. That was incomplete. Looking for Thomas.
Almost picked.
In front. Nelson wasn't back in at 2nd and 10.
Would have been nice to grab another pick.
Simeon checking down in 10.
He always is, Raider at Natalie. He always is.
Charles, that could be a fumble. And it's picked up by Bowman.
It's like he feels like he's got to be extra critical so he doesn't look biased of any kind, so he just trashes us the whole goddamn game.
Charles remains. He'll get the call. He's got the first, and he's up 2 with a Joseph tackle to the 47. 12-yard pickup.
Kevin in their 2-minute no-huddle offense. Then it's Paxton Lynch.
First and 10. Bowles holding off his guy. Here comes Mack, and he goes.
Here comes Mack again.
Well, this is not good. You're asking your tight end, Austin Triller, to block.
Yeah, block here. Block the best damn defensive player in the fucking league, buddy. Good luck. Mack's yours today. He's like, shit.
Good footwork by Simeon. Going complete as he looks for the tight end Trailer. Covered by Joe.
This is bullshit. This is the second time in the fucking game. Watch this shit. Are they even going to show it? Damn it. Yeah. He completely freaking whiffs. They showed the replay, and both of them whiffed. The guys never even hit him. They fly right over the top of him and barely graze him. We have 15 yards for that shit. I think those kind of penalties should be reviewable. If they're for safety penalties and the refs are supposed to call those because they're calling them for safety measures, then those kind of penalties should be reviewable. Because if they wouldn't review that, they could be like, oh, well, he didn't hit him. Sorry, that's no 15-yard penalty. And move along. Not freaking benefit the other team just because you're being throwing flags on the cautious side.
He's going to go deep, and he's got his man, and it's a touchdown. Fowler, he's got it.
Man, right in the middle of four fucking guys. I mean, come on.
2-yard touchdown pass.
Well, good protection. It starts with the protection up front. They get the 4 verticals, and you see Fowler. He's screaming right down the middle of the
just a
field,
split second too late, and he would have wired his jaw, but that's the way it goes.
He's got the
defense just kind of let their guard down the fourth quarter. 3 solid quarters of football by the D, but they did not play 4 complete games.
Well, they pooch it.
Or 4 complete quarters this game. They did not play 4 complete quarters.
He'll pick it up. The number 1 kick returner in the NFL gets away from a couple. Langley finally wrestles him down out to the 13-yard line. Roberts on the move. He'll offer a block as they try to seal, and a great defensive play made right there. Nickel secondary. 2 starters out on that defensive line. And there's a run by Lynch, and he just drags a big man like Zach Kerr with him for another couple yards to the 15.
Third and final timeout.
Gain of 5.
Denver, 30-second timeout.
Throw the ball. Give someone a chance.
Here they come. Floats one up and caught by Patterson. What a throw!
And Patterson refuses to go down.
Cuts inside. Marshall can't get him. Harris tries to bring him down. What a play! 54-yard catch and run for the Raiders. Broncos cannot stop the clock. They've used their timeouts. Victory formation for quarterback Derek Carr. Completion, but he couldn't tackle him. 3 of those team within 1 game of each other. What a month of December it will be in the West with a big Raider win.
You better believe it. You better believe it. Because it ain't over, Raider Nation. It ain't over at all. And if you think it is, then you're just insane. How could you not believe? How could you not believe? Hold on just a second as we switch cameras. Get everything set back up. Come back in studio here. Bear with me just a second as we come back in studio. And there we go. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me as always for a Tuesday night Raider Nation Report. I am the Commish, and let's get right to the headlines. Biggest headline of the day involving the matchup with the Vagiants this weekend. Eli Manning, after 14 seasons of being there, of answering the bell every fucking game for his team, they had the audacity to come to him and say, we'll let you play a play or 2 and then we'll pull you and we're going to put the young kids in just to keep your streak alive. Like, and he's just like, no, that's okay. Basically said, shove it up your ass. If that's all you're going to give me, then let the kids start. So, we get Geno Smith. Now, the Giants players, Giants legends, all of the NFL, they were pretty much ripping the Giants for this move and the way they've treated pretty much a class act of a quarterback that they've had for 14 years. So they come off looking like shit. So this is only going to cause turmoil within their ranks coming into this game. So you got Geno Smith, who's nothing but hot freaking garbage. Geno is not going to come in and shred us. I'm sorry. I cannot see that happening in any way, shape, or form. His offensive line is a freaking sieve. He's got a mash unit for a wide receiver core. The defense is not good. They are not a good football team. Period. Across the board. the fact they had Eli Manning coming into the game was really the only thing I was concerned about, was Eli. Eli has the capabilities on any given day, any given Sunday, to just have one of those games. He's one of those type of quarterbacks. But, I'm never counting anybody out. Lewis, did you ever hear me say it for sure? Never. Never. Makes it an easier opponent. But there's no such thing as a sure win in the NFL, ever. On any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. Exactly, Joseph. A Jets reject. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I'm not predicting that the Jets win. I'm not predicting it at all. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if the G-men can muster up anything. And if our offense, I think this is the type of game where you can come out and give Beast Mode the ball and let him impose his will. I think this is that type of game. The Jets are weak. The Jets. Why do I keep saying the Jets? The Giants are weak. I got the Jets on my mind now that I've seen Jets rejects. Now my brain's stuck on Jets. Giants. The Giants, they have a defensive line that our offensive line should be able to impose some will on. Should be able to impose some will. Now, in the defensive back categories, we did have the return of Antonio Hamilton from IR. And tomorrow, we're supposed to get Emerson back at practice. So, there's a little health, and a little depth added back at the cornerback position, which we do need. So, I do want to look ahead, but as you never really look ahead to your next opponent. But the next game down the road, say we win at home against the Giants, is on the road at the Chiefs. Now, the reduction of suspension for Crabtree today to 1 game, although, in my honest opinion, Aqib Talib is a habitual offender and a repeat offender, and he should have stuck with the 2 games. He should have stuck the 2 games. I'm sorry. I think Crabtree has a clean record, and he should have gotten the 1 game, and I'm sorry. But the fact of the matter is, Crabtree is now going to be back. I think we can manage through the Giants game with the wide receivers that we have. And I think Crab will be back and ready to go for the Kansas City game. And he's going to be fired up. We'll be okay. We'll see, huh? We'll see. We'll see, Mike. You'll be looking for that guy in the grocery store in a few weeks. He's going to have a different tune. That's for damn sure. Because, the tide's turning. Almost everything, except for the Titans, that we wanted to go right, went right last week. Jags, Kansas City. Except for the chokers. It would have been nice if the chokers lost, but it's okay. Not everything can go right. But a lot of the big things did go right. And the Chiefs losing is just huge. The Chiefs losing and us picking up the game is enormous. It's what we needed. It's moved us up in the power rankings. I mean, not a lot. We've climbed up. Right now, we're sitting in around the 10th spot, just behind the Chargers. And we're only a game out of the wild card and a game out of the division. So, with this many games left, 5 games left, it's still anybody's game. I agree, Kenneth. The defense was much improved. If you go look at the stats, yards allowed passing, yards allowed rushing, turnovers, every major statistic, even the special teams. Marquette King, 4 punts inside the 20. with not that many attempts. As a whole, solid on defense and special teams. Which is what we need. We even got a turnover. Which has been like Bigfoot for us. It's like we couldn't even cite a freaking turnover, let alone find one. Shit, we couldn't even get photographic evidence that a turnover existed. For what? 11 damn weeks? You gotta be shitting me. 11 weeks? You almost gotta try to not catch the damn ball. I mean, it's ridiculous. There may be a change at offensive coordinator, but if there is, it's going to be in the offseason. There's not going to be a move left with 5 weeks left in the season. That would be utter insanity. That would be season suicide. You can't bring a guy, move it, no. It's too late for that move. That would be season suicide at this point. At this point, man, you're dead in the end of the race and you're riding with who you're rolling with. It is what it is. You can make that move on defense. It's a little easier transition. Not on offense. You got to move like a well-oiled machine to move the football on an NFL football field. And no way. No way. You can kiss freaking playoffs goodbye if they tried to make a move at offensive coordinator at this point. It would be season suicide. No way. If we make that move, it is absolute freaking desperation time then. If we lose a couple, sure, maybe, then I could see it. If they've completely out of playoff contention now, the Raiders end up dropping a couple in a row, it's because of bad offense, and then yeah, I could see it. I could see it then. Because if they're already planning on getting rid of him in the offseason, and you've already missed the playoffs, then yes, then I could see it. But not while we're still mathematically alive. No. I don't see it. Not yet. Because they're still hoping that there's things catch fire. They're still hoping that things catch fire. And there is still that distinct possibility. There is still that distinct possibility. Now, another big story of the day was a feature, regarding a Raider legend, and that was Sebastian Janikowski. The news that Jano was going to be out with the year, still dealing with the back issues, and he was going to be placed on IR the rest of the season, and he's out. Trevecchio has been solid, although he did miss the one kick, just a little wide left this past weekend. But Trevecchio has been solid, and obviously I think we've got his replacement already on roster, so we don't have to go find him. But the fact that you're starting to look at the realization that Janikowski's not a young man. He's about the same age as me. I'm a year or two older than him, actually. But your body just, even a kicker, man. And it's back issues. And if anybody's ever had back issues, and to be a guy that has to, provide so much torque and power, it's maybe the end of the road for Jano. And if he's hurting and he's dealing with injury, I would hope he wouldn't want to go finish off with another team and try for a comeback or anything. At his point, just go out graciously. It's unfortunate that he's never got to hoist one, and hopefully he'll be able to get his ring this year, even on IR as part of the team. If you got back issues, man, when they're messing with you and you're not right, there's just nothing you can do, and nothing helps it but time. The more you keep not letting it, the more it just keeps aggravating. And I hope so, Raider and Natalie. I agree, but you never know if he decides to say he's retiring, and then he sits around for a few months, then the back starts feeling better, and he's like, just saying. Guys do it all the freaking time. So I'm just hoping he doesn't do that, and he steps